Masturbation is a natural and common activity for many people, and its effects can vary depending on frequency and individual health. If done in moderation, masturbation is typically harmless, but engaging in it daily can have both positive and negative effects on your body, mind, and overall well-being. Physically, daily masturbation doesn't usually have significant long-term effects on testosterone levels, though there may be a brief drop in testosterone following ejaculation. This drop is temporary, and levels return to normal quickly. Masturbation does not significantly affect testosterone levels over time. It can also cause temporary fatigue or tiredness due to the release of dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin during orgasm, which might lead to a sense of relaxation. However, this feeling is usually short-lived and does not have long-lasting negative effects unless it starts to interfere with daily activities. Frequent masturbation, when done with excessive force or without lubrication, can lead to skin irritation or soreness. If practiced in a healthy way, it shouldn't cause long-term physical harm. However, some individuals may experience a decrease in sensitivity or pleasure from masturbation if they engage in it too frequently. This desensitization can sometimes affect sexual enjoyment, particularly in partnered sex. Psychologically, masturbation is known to release feel-good hormones that provide stress relief and emotional comfort. For some people, daily masturbation serves as a natural way to cope with anxiety, depression, or stress, offering temporary relaxation. However, if masturbation becomes a compulsive behavior or a way to avoid dealing with underlying emotional or psychological issues, it could lead to feelings of guilt, shame, or dependency. It's important to reflect on the reasons behind daily masturbation to ensure that it doesn't interfere with emotional or mental well-being. In relationships, daily masturbation might lead to feelings of sexual satisfaction for some, while others may notice a decrease in their desire for partnered sex. Communication is key in relationships to ensure that masturbation habits don't negatively impact intimacy or create misunderstandings. If masturbation becomes compulsive or leads to a decreased interest in partner intimacy, it may indicate the need for a more balanced approach. Health-wise, regular masturbation can be beneficial for prostate health. Some studies suggest that frequent ejaculation may lower the risk of prostate cancer by helping to flush out harmful substances. However, more research is needed to confirm this potential benefit. On the other hand, excessive masturbation, especially if linked to porn use, may lead to unrealistic expectations about sex, which could harm sexual relationships or mental health. If you masturbate every day, the short-term effects may include temporary fatigue or heightened sensitivity, but these are generally harmless. In the long term, if daily masturbation becomes compulsive or an avoidance strategy, it could result in negative consequences like social withdrawal, emotional distress, or relationship difficulties. Most people won't experience any adverse effects from daily masturbation as long as it doesn't interfere with daily activities and is done in a balanced way. For healthy masturbation habits, moderation is key. If you notice that masturbation is interfering with other parts of your life, such as work, social relationships, or physical health, it might be time to reconsider the frequency or seek professional advice. Being mindful of your motivations for masturbating, whether it's for pleasure, stress relief, or as an escape from emotions, can also help maintain a healthier approach. Additionally, if you're in a relationship, it's important to communicate openly about your masturbation habits to avoid misunderstandings and ensure that both partners' needs are met. If masturbation starts to feel problematic, such as leading to guilt, anxiety, or distress, or if it interferes with your daily life or relationships, seeking guidance from a healthcare provider or therapist may be beneficial. They can offer support in managing compulsive behaviors and finding healthier coping mechanisms. Ultimately, masturbation is a personal activity that, when done in moderation and with care, is a normal and healthy part of sexual expression. Continuing from where we left off, it's important to recognize that masturbation is a normal part of human sexuality. It's a way to explore one's body, understand sexual preferences, and release sexual tension. For many people, It is a healthy outlet that doesn't pose any significant health risks when practiced in moderation. However, if it becomes a behavior that starts to feel excessive or compulsive, it could indicate underlying emotional or psychological issues that might benefit from professional support. In some cases, individuals who masturbate excessively might notice that it leads to emotional or psychological consequences. This could manifest as feelings of shame, guilt, or anxiety, especially if they feel it interferes with other parts of their life. While masturbation itself is not inherently harmful, the context in which it is practiced and the reasons behind it are important to consider. If someone finds themselves masturbating daily as a way to avoid difficult emotions or stress, it may be worth exploring healthier coping mechanisms or seeking help from a counselor or therapist. It's also important to recognize the potential for addiction in extreme cases. While masturbation itself is not addictive in a clinical sense, some people may develop compulsive behaviors where they feel unable to control the frequency or intensity of their urges. If this behavior is causing distress or interfering with daily activities, it may be time to reassess one's relationship with masturbation and consider seeking support. A mental health professional can help to address underlying issues such as anxiety, depression, or sexual dysfunction that might contribute to compulsive behavior. As with any habit, balance is key. Masturbation, when done in a balanced way, can be an enjoyable and healthy part of sexual expression. However, if it begins to overshadow other aspects of life, such as relationships, work, or personal well-being, it could be an indication that changes need to be made. Engaging in open communication with partners about sexual needs, desires, and boundaries is also crucial to maintaining a healthy sexual relationship. Lastly, it's worth mentioning that societal attitudes toward masturbation can vary. In many cultures, there are still stigmas associated with the act, which can lead to feelings of shame or guilt. These societal pressures can affect an individual's perception of their own sexual behavior. It's essential to approach the topic with an open mind and a focus on self-acceptance. Every person has different sexual needs, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to healthy sexual expression. In summary, while daily masturbation is generally safe for most individuals and can be part of a healthy lifestyle, it's important to maintain awareness of its impact on your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. If it becomes excessive or problematic, consider seeking professional advice or adjusting your habits. Ultimately, the key is moderation, self-awareness, and ensuring that your sexual health contributes to your overall quality of life without causing harm or distress. Continuing from where we left off, it's crucial to note that while masturbation itself is generally safe, it should never feel like an obligation or something done out of guilt or to alleviate stress in unhealthy ways. If you feel pressure to masturbate or find that you are doing it in response to negative emotions like sadness, loneliness, or anxiety, it may be worth exploring other coping strategies. Healthy ways to manage stress, such as physical exercise, meditation, journaling, or talking to someone you trust, can provide relief without potentially leading to harmful patterns of behavior. Some people may also experience a mismatch between the desire to masturbate and their ability to engage in partnered sex. For instance, if masturbation becomes a substitute for intimacy with a partner, it may impact the relationship. It's important to be mindful of the role masturbation plays in your sexual life and how it fits into your relationship dynamic. Communicating openly with a partner about both your needs and their needs is essential in creating an environment where both people feel comfortable and fulfilled. Another important aspect is how masturbation habits can influence one's relationship with pornography if it is used as a stimulus. While many people use porn in conjunction with masturbation, there can be potential risks. Over-reliance on porn can lead to unrealistic expectations about sex, body image, and intimacy. If pornography use becomes excessive, it may lead to a distorted view of sexual relationships and negatively impact one's sexual experiences with a partner. Being mindful of how pornography affects your desires and sexual health is an essential part of maintaining a balanced and healthy approach. For individuals who engage in daily masturbation and feel that it's becoming problematic, there are some steps that can help regulate the habit. One approach is to practice mindfulness and take note of the physical and emotional cues that lead to the urge to masturbate. Recognizing patterns, such as doing so out of boredom, stress, or habit, can provide opportunities to break the cycle and introduce other activities that promote well-being. Setting healthy boundaries, such as reducing the frequency or introducing new forms of stimulation, can help make the experience feel more balanced and less compulsive. If someone finds that their masturbation habits are impacting their ability to form intimate relationships, causing feelings of shame or guilt, or negatively affecting their mental health, therapy or counseling might be beneficial. A therapist can help uncover any underlying issues, such as anxiety, depression, or trauma, that might contribute to the behavior. Therapy can also provide guidance on building healthier coping mechanisms, improving self-esteem, and enhancing sexual well-being. In many cases, simply taking a break or reducing the frequency of masturbation for a period of time can help reset the relationship with the behavior. Engaging in activities that promote physical and emotional well-being, such as exercising, spending time with loved ones, or focusing on hobbies, can provide alternative outlets for energy and emotions. This can help prevent any negative consequences that may arise from excessive masturbation, such as increased isolation, fatigue, or emotional distress. Ultimately, the goal is to have a balanced approach where masturbation is just one part of a healthy, fulfilling life. Everyone has their own individual needs and preferences when it comes to sexuality, and it's important to honor those while maintaining overall well-being. By staying aware of how masturbation fits into your physical, mental, and emotional health, and by seeking help when needed, you can ensure that it remains a healthy and enjoyable part of your life rather than a source of distress. In conclusion, while daily masturbation can be a healthy and normal activity for many, it's essential to be mindful of its frequency, context, and impact on your life. If you ever feel that it's becoming compulsive or interfering with your day-to-day activities, relationships, or mental health, it may be time to reassess your habits and seek professional guidance if necessary. The key is finding a healthy balance that promotes well-being and maintaining open communication with yourself and others to ensure that your sexual health contributes positively to your overall life experience.